Hey Priscilla, Jason at Roberts Carpet in the Woodlands. Hope you're doing well. Here is the video that I promised you earlier that kind of outlines where all of the seams are going to go into these rooms here. This really kind of brings it to life to first let you know the detail that Roberts Carpet put into their trade, and to let you know that we're not going to make you get any more carpet than you actually need for your house. Most stores, what they do is they go and they measure and they throw on 15-20% and don't really care. And we don't do that to you guys. We really want to make sure that you guys only get the carpet you need. And so we're very detailed in our drawings. What I'm going to do is we're going to go over each room one by one. And then you're going to see where each seam will go in each room. And, of course, the overall picture here. So I'm going to turn the camera around. All right. Now this first page here is just a diagram of the rooms, and we'll reference this here in a little bit. But these are just the diagrams of the rooms with no cuts and no seams. And then this right here shows you where each cut and each seam is going to go here. Okay. Now the Cheat Coat, which is the carpet that you picked out. This is a 12-foot wide carpet, which means this is a good example right up here. This room here is 15 feet long, so that means that the 12-foot wide is going to come to this area here, and then this is where the seam's going to be. Okay, so that's going to leave us about a 3-foot gap, which we'll fill in a second. But that's what the perforated lines mean. It means that's a seam in the room, and then the arrows here tell you what direction that carpet's going. So that carpet has lines or pattern, and so the arrow tells you which way the pattern's going. The little openings here, these are doorways, right? So that's a doorway to the closet, and that's a doorway into the bedroom. So what you see is I have, in most cases, had the pattern going the length of the room. One, that saves carpet usually, but two, it also helps make the room look bigger. Again, we can turn this around. I know we talked about this a little bit when I was over there. So we can turn these if you want to, but this is the most efficient way. And so it's up to you if you want to turn this or not. Okay? So to get started here, of course, we do have cut A. And cut A is actually going to start in the closet and go all the way up. The reason we do that is just to make sure that there's no need for any extra seams. Or we reduce the necessary seams as much as possible, and that's what we do that there. You're going to have just a little bit of overage here. We're not going to be able to use that for much, but the rest of the overage we're going to use quite a bit. So that's cut A. Now you see this says B2, and that is because B2 is going to be a piece that falls off of here. Okay, so if we go back up to our first diagram, this is the actual room. This is the baby's room in the closet. Okay, this is without any carpet in here. We come here and we see our cut, and basically I have the carpet pointing that way. Okay, sorry for the shadow there, but just the arrows pointing which way the carpet's going to go. So you walk into the room and the carpet's going to follow the length of the room. All right, that means that the 12-foot piece is going to come up, and this perforated area again is just the excess here. Now the good thing about this is we're actually going to use most of this to fill the pieces in the other rooms. Okay, so we have B1. B1 is actually going to go and fill this bedroom down here, and we haven't gotten there yet, but that's where that's going to go. We have B2, which is our 3-foot piece here. It's going to finish off the first or the nursery here. So that's B2 is going to take it and fill off this nursery. And if you'll notice, because the lines are going this way, I was able to switch it, and it's still following the lines. Okay, we have B3, which we'll get to in just a second here, but this seam here is going to be right here at this corner, and then we're going to have cut D, which we'll talk about here in just a second. It's going to finish off the room. Now the reason why it doesn't go A, B, C here is because a lot of times I find that if you fill in the biggest rooms first, you'll be able to use those extra pieces to save on carpet. Okay, so cut C actually starts down here in this bedroom here, and again that gives us about roughly a 2-foot gap that we're going to be able to use B1 to fill this room here. So that's going to knock out that room. Okay, then you had cut D, I'll let that clarify a second. Cut D here. All right, no overage there. Go over here, we have cut E. All right, and now cut E is going to have about a foot extra right in here. All right, but we're going to be able to take B3, which is our little piece right here, and we're going to be able to fill that piece in right there perfectly. Okay, now F, you see we have F here. This is actually a cut of what F would look like. Because of the 12-foot width, right? We can't, we're not going to use a whole 12-foot width here. So what I did is I brought that 12-foot width down here, cut it in half, used F1 to fill this closet, and then F2 to fill this closet over here. All right? And that's pretty much the breakdown right there for you. So you can see we take a lot of effort, not just in the diagramming, but also in making sure that you're not wasting any carpets. And that's how it fills out. So anyways, hope this video helps explain things for you and makes you feel comfortable with what you're getting. I'm attaching this to the email that I said I'd send you earlier today. So feel free to review it and then let me know if you have any questions. With that, I wish you a good night, and we'll talk to you later.